How's it going, guys? I'm here today with Jean-Guy Francoeur from Visture Property Group. Jean-Guy,
pleasure, man. Thanks for having me.
thanks for taking the time. So we're here today to take a look at a project that Visture Group is taking care of, and it's a property that I immediately recognized when Jean-Guy told me the address. And what he's doing is taking a building that had some damages from fire. He's rehabbing it. He's taking what was an illegal duplex, turning it into a legal duplex. And I'm pretty fascinated about the process. So we're here to learn a little bit more about what he's up to.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. And Visture is very committed to getting inventory in the market. Peterborough is going through a massive shortage right now of rental housing, and this is one way to get inventory in the market, is to rehab these older products, make them new again.
Awesome. So yeah, Chris, let's have a look at this. We're right at what is, I guess, pretty much the end of Parkhill West.
West, yeah.
This is the very end, and right before the bridge, sort of heading out of town on Parkhill here, close to Parkhill and Water. So here's the building, and
now it's not much to look at right now, Mitch.
for sure. So yeah, I mean, of course, this is an opportunity that came towards Jean-Guy that a lot of people could have shied away from. A lot of steps in between taking this from what it was when he took it over, or what it is right now, into being a finished final product that's going to be appealing for resale, or something that's going to be habitable for tenants. So yeah, let's take a walk around the backyard, because first and foremost, one of the biggest issues you were dealing with in turning this into a legal duplex was parking, correct?
That was the biggest issue by far. You know, the city is very sticky on parking regulation, parking bylaws, which is a bit of a hot topic for us, because as we move forward closer and closer into 2020, 2030, 2040, people are actually driving less and less.
Yeah.
So parking is becoming less and less of an issue, but for the city and their antiquated bylaws, or if I may say so, they make it a big issue, and it cost us very big money to figure out the parking. I mean, we're talking about tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars, and it's all because of the parking. But that's all good. We got it done, and now the building will be ready soon.
It seems to be one of the main sticking points on most redevelopment, change of use projects, even secondary suite projects, the parking. And it is true, you're sort of gearing, acknowledging the fact that your whole infrastructure relies around the automobile. You're not putting enough emphasis on public transit, sort of building around a central hub and having people be less reliant on an automobile. But what are the issues that would come up if you hadn't dealt with parking in a location like this? What's worst case scenario?
Well, so worst case scenario in a building like this, I mean, worst case scenario is if you don't have the capital and if you don't have the investment to be able to see those parking issues through, people just abandon the project. You know, this building sat vacant and empty for years.
That's it.
And that's two, that is two families that don't have a place to live. That's a beautiful building right on the water, amazing
The view
views,
is amazing.
That was just sitting empty, and it was all because of that one issue. And that's the challenge when you're investing in real estate, is these things that, like I said, it costs a ton to fix that parking issue, which if you didn't budget that in your project, then this thing becomes uneconomical.
So if somebody overlooked that, or just really didn't fully have a realistic budget of what it took to get done, they could have just got smoked on this purchase. And like you said, it sat for 2 years because of the obviously that red tape, let alone the financial and construction sort of the hurdles that need figured out, just getting through the process. It's such a daunting task.
It took 4 months, 3 consultants, our entire team at Visture to work it out.
Yeah.
I mean, just put a price tag on that.
Honestly,
not to mention 4 months of not renting the place, so there's all these factors that come in.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, hey, it's a creative solution and problem solving to get it online. So let's take a walk around back.
So this is all going to be completely re-sided, Mitch.
Yep.
Everything's going to be completely redone. The roof's already been redone. And we're working on the inside now, and then in the spring we'll do the outside, and it'll be done.
Awesome.
But look at this view. I mean, look at this view.
It's incredible.
And we are literally, I mean, it's got to be cleaned up here. But we are literally, about 500 meters from downtown Peterborough right now.
I know. It's amazing.
You know,
This whole area in here, it totally takes you by surprise anytime you drive back in this area.
Yeah.
To realize what the potential is if some money is able to flow into these properties. So no, that's great, and we're actually standing in what's going to be the parking space, right?
Yeah.
So this is an extended. This was part of the solution right here.
That's right. So part of the parking used to end about right here, roughly.
Yep.
And we've extended about 12 or 15 feet.
Yep.
In order to allow a turning radius, and that was the big thing, is they didn't want people backing onto an arterial road.
Right.
That makes sense. That just makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But now we have this ability to turn and drive out of the driveway.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And hey, while I'm sure this is the camera's first look at this, what do we got here? Why is all this stuff?
Well, listen, when you're rebuilding properties, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to be able to clean it up. So this is actually, believe it or not, three bins of material, 3 big bins, like 18-foot bins, have been removed already. This is just the final cleanup stuff that's being removed now.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes. This place is going to be 100% completely rehabilitated and rebuilt.
Yeah.
And people ask us all the time, why didn't you just throw it down? It did have some good bones. You're talking about a building that was 120 years old.
Yeah.
And it stood for 120 years.
Yeah.
It could have
36-inch centers.
Yeah. And now it's been completely rehabbed, completely rebuilt. It's going to be a beautiful building, and the views and the location is second to none in the city. Frankly.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. You're going to create two great units for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look inside.
Ooh, let's do it.